UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson says he's appalled and sickened by a stabbing rampage declared as a terror-related incident in southern England. 3 people have been killed and several others injured in the attack at Reading, about 20 minutes west of London. A 25-year-old Libyan national is being questioned by police over the suspected murders. Mr Johnson insists police will figure out exactly what happened.
I'm appalled and sickened that people should lose their lives in this way, and our thoughts are very much with the families and friends of the victims today. I've obviously talked to the Chief Constable of Thames Valley Police, thanked him and his officers for their bravery in tackling the suspect. We now have someone in custody. The police must get on with their job, get to the bottom of exactly what happened.
Approximately 12:35 a.m., Minneapolis police received a report of multiple shots being fired on the 2900 block of Hennepin Avenue South. Multiple 911 callers then advised that the shooting was continuing northbound on Hennepin. It went down for the block and persons scattered.
We're just saying that there's a line outside the door, just like there were, at all the other restaurants and bars. We saw, gunshots. They were standing right over here by the bike racks, and I saw people just shooting just 30, 40, 50 shots. I don't know. It sounded like an automatic gun, and I think, and then some people got shot. At that moment, everybody kind of dropped to the ground, and we're kind of scrambling to come inside.
So we begin, Oklahoma, we begin. Thank you. And I just want to thank all of you. You are warriors. I've been watching the fake news for weeks now, and everything is negative. Don't go, don't come, don't do anything. Today it was like, I've never seen anything like it. Ship millions of black American jobs overseas and everyone else's jobs.
We begin with this breaking news. A federal judge has just refused to block John Bolton's new book from being released. The White House had sought to stop the publication of the former National Security Advisor's book, claiming information in it was classified.
That's right, Frederica. It is set to be on all bookshelves as early as Tuesday of next week, and it looks like it will be. I kind of want to break down what exactly the argument was here. The judge saying that the Department of Justice did not present enough evidence that should stop the publication of this book. But they also cite this idea that the damage was already done, that the book had already been out there, it had been leaked, and even if he was to issue this injunction, there was no way to stop it from continuing to spread on the internet.
The polyrhythmic sounds of samba bring much-needed relief to this favela in Rio de Janeiro, as the Tempero de Criolla band play their weekend internet-streamed set on a roof overlooking the shanty town. With Brazil mourning so many deaths from coronavirus, people here say music helps them cope. But the respite can only be temporary, as the number of infections and deaths continues to climb, not just in Brazil, but across much of Latin America. Mexico surpassed the 20,000 mark on Friday. Cemeteries in part of the country are struggling to find grave space for the dead, while funeral workers try their best to protect relatives from the same fate.
إنما إذا كان يعتقد البعض أنه يستطيع أن يتجاوز الخط سرت الجفرة، ده أمر بالنسبة لنا خط أحمر. لن يدافع عن ليبيا إلا أهل ليبيا، وإحنا مستعدين نساعد ونساند ده. هاتوا النهاردة من شباب القبائل من عندكم وتحت إشرافكم، ندربهم ونجهزهم ونسلحهم تحت إشرافكم.
Mixed reactions in Kinshasa, the capital of the Democratic Republic of Congo, following the jailing of former Chief of Staff Kamerhe. The former National Assembly Speaker was handed down a 20-year sentence for corruption with hard labor Saturday. Of course, Kamerhe was convicted of so-called embezzlement of public funds, but the judiciary was unable to give tangible evidence proving his guilt, so that the people would give credit to the sentence. With the funds they are given to improve the living conditions of the population, creating roads and building military bases, they transfer it to their own pockets. They are interested in their own interest and not that of the country. I totally agree with the court's decision.
On this Sunday, much of the world will see a solar eclipse, with the moon blocking out around half of the sun. The eclipse can be seen in West Africa and Asia. In central West Africa, and in China and Taiwan in particular, it will look like a ring of fire, the moon blocking out the center of the sun. In South Korea, according to the Korea Astronomy and Space Science Institute, the eclipse will start at 3:53 p.m. It'll reach its maximum at 5:02, with about 45% of the sun blocked out, and end a little after 6 p.m. Skies will be clear nationwide, so it should be easy to see. If you miss this one, though, you'll have to wait 10 years in South Korea to see the next one.
目前我们现在有80人分成2批，2到3个小时来轮换，保证这个医务人员的充足的一个休息、一个轮换的时间。然后另外呢，我们也是根据这个现场的采样的人员的这个数量，来及时的调整这个通道。人员多了，我们及时把全部通道开放，也是为了减轻咱们这个采样人员等待的时间。